In today's session, we are going to discuss about the production of phenol formaldehyde. The formation of phenol formaldehyde follows step growth polymerization. This process can be either acid catalyzed or base catalyzed. Base catalyzed phenol formaldehyde resins are made with formaldehyde to phenol ratio of around 1.5. Such resins are sometimes called resoles and are found in varied industrial products. Laminators are made by impregnating one or more layers of base material like paper or cotton with phenolic resin with the application of temperature and pressure. Moreover, the resin acts as binding agent in brake pads, brake shoes, and various other applications. The chemistry of phenol formaldehyde is that the reaction taking place are like this. Methylol monomer is formed by reacting phenol with formaldehyde. So it is a trifunctional, bifunctional and trifunctional methylol monomers are formed in the production of linear polymer. The bifunctional monomers are used to get the linear polymer. Substitution of non-functional group in the fourth position will block the cross-linkage possibilities as shown next. The cross-linked tri-dimensional polymer is formaldehyde are actually monomers are attached to the three functional groups, right? And it forms a cross-linked polymer, This is the flow sheet for the production of phenol formaldehyde. Here solvent, phenol or cresol, formaldehyde, catalyst, modifiers, all these are actually added. Batch resin kettle, which is actually water cooled, jacketed water cooled one, and an agitator is provided inside this where the polymerization reaction takes place. The polymerization process for the manufacture of phenol formaldehyde is an exothermic one and heat is controlled by a batch reactor as the viscosity of the material changes rapidly. The raw materials for the process, phenol formaldehyde and the catalyst are mixed in a jacketed autoclave, which is also termed as resin kettle. Inside the autoclave, the mixture is heated with steam. Water cooling and refluxing removes the excess heat of reaction. During the initial stage of reaction, the heavy viscous resins settle as the bottom layer with an aqueous layer on the top. A combination of heat and vacuum in the resin kettle, that is autoclave, enables the dehydration of the reaction mixture. At around 130 to 150 degrees Celsius, the resin fuses and is moved from the kettle. Then product is cooled and ground to form fine powder. The molding powder which forms can be mixed with the fillers, coloring agents, lubricants, catalysts in the ball mill in order to prepare the commercial phenolic molding powder. The final product may be further heated on a pair of differential heating rolls. So this is how we can manufacture phenol formaldehyde. This phenol formaldehyde can be of resin in water solution for adhesive and coating, resins in solvent, it is for laminating and coating purpose. The molten resin is cooled and solidified and mixed with hexamethylene tetramine and lubricant. Then the resin is stored, to which the fillers, plasticizers are mixed and dried in differential heating rolls and then crushed to fine powder, which gives thermostatic molding powder. Next is we discuss about the viscous rayon. A raw material for the production of viscous rayon is wood pulp. However, the manufacture process emits toxic effluent which have adverse environmental effects. Because of its cellulosic base, it has some properties which are similar to those of cotton and many other natural cellulosic fibers. It has moderate resistance to acids and alkalis. However, it may be damaged by relatively weak acids. Moreover, due to the inelasticity of fibers, it has poor abrasion resistance. The basic chemistry of viscous process. The process actually takes place, or reactions actually takes place in 3 steps: alkali conversion, carbon disulfide stabilization, and acid regeneration. When celluloses are actually treated with alkalis such as sodium hydroxide, the alkali cellulose is obtained. This alkali cellulose is stabilized with carbon disulfide, gives sodium cellulose xanthate. This sodium cellulose xanthate in the third stage is acid regenerated in presence of sulfuric acid, which gives regenerated cellulose or rayon, carbon disulfide and sodium sulfide. This is the chemistry behind this. The flow diagram is like this. Here the technology is the raw material used in this process are cellulose, wood pulp, sheet or cotton linters. These are placed in a steeping press with contact with aqueous sodium hydroxide solution for a period of 2 to 4 hours at normal temperature. The hydraulic ram presses out the excess alkali and the sheets are crushed to crumb and aged for 2 to 3 days. The aging process has its direct consequence on viscosity of the solution. Later, carbon disulfide is added in a rotating drum mixer over a period of 3 hours. The orange cellulose xanthate which forms is transferred to a stabilizer wherein it is mixed into dilute casting. The mixing of cellulose xanthate and dilute castic yields a orange colored viscous solution which contains 7 to 8% cellulose and 6.5 to 7% sodium hydroxide. It is digested at room temperature for 4 to 5 days, after which the solution is filtered and fed to spinning machine. The spinning is carried out in extrusion spinnerets, which are made up of platinum or gold alloy. The orifices of these spinnerets have the diameter of 0.1 to 0.2 mm for continuous filaments yarn and the diameter 0.05 to 0.1 mm for short fiber shapes. The solution is then extruded from the spinneret, is contacted with an acid bath which precipitates the filament without causing them to break or stick to each other. The processing treatments of washing, desulfurizing, bleaching and conditioning takes place continuously, and in order after the filaments are wound on a series of plastic rolls. So this is how the viscous rayon or regenerated cellulose is produced. Next we will see the production of nylon. In nylon there are two, nylon 6,6 and nylon 6. First we will see the nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6, that means this nylon has 12 carbon atoms in its chain. It is a condensation polymer formed by the condensation polymerization of adipic acid, dibasic acid and hexamethylene diamine. In the nomenclature, the first number refers to the number of carbon atoms in diamine and second number designated the number of carbon atoms in the dibasic acid. Here adipic acid is formed by oxidation of cyclohexane to cyclohexanol and hexanol. On further, at 80 degrees centigrade in presence of aqueous nitric acid, adipic acid is formed along with nitrous oxide and nitrous oxide. The hexamethylene diamine can also be formed from acrylonitrile at a temperature of, at a low pressure, dimerization and hydrogen is liberated there. So adiponitrile is formed. This adiponitrile at high pressure in presence of hydrogen and ammonia, it gives adiponitrile. The nylon 6,6 is formed by reaction between adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine, which produces nylon 6,6. This is the chemistry behind this, and the chemistry behind nylon 6 is here hexyl benzene on nitration gives nitrohexanol. On in presence of borophosphoric acid as catalyst, it forms caprolactam. This caprolactam on polymerization gives nylon 6. This is the flow diagram for the production of nylon 6 or nylon 6,6. Here nylon 6 is a polymer of caprolactam. The number refers to the total carbon atoms in the ring, which can vary from 5 to 12. Both in nylon 6 and nylon 6,6 have the similar properties and can be used as thin film and fibers, and for extrusion and injection molding in plastics. The major difference in the physical properties of these two nylons is that the melting point of nylon 6,6 is in the range of 40 to 45, higher than the nylon 6. Moreover, nylon 6,6 is harder, rigid, and its abrasive resistance is lower that of the nylon 6. Next. Applications. About 70% of total nylon filament yarn produced in India is used for the manufacture of saris, socks, and other knitted garments. Its use in the manufacture of fishnet, ropes, and industrial filter fabrics is also increasing. Let us see some of the MCQs. Question number 1. Phenol formaldehyde resin in water is used as option A, molding material, option B, adhesive, option C, coating agent, option D, none of these. The right option is option B, that is as an adhesive. Second question, on polymerization of caprolactam dash is obtained. Caprolactam na polymerize ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ನೈಲಾನ್ 6,6, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ PVC, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ನೈಲಾನ್ 6 and option D polyester. It is right answer is C, that is nylon 6. Third question, viscous rayon is made from dash. Options are wood pulp, B bagasse, C rag pulp, D none of these. Option A is the right answer. Question number 4, stabilizer is used in viscous rayon production is dash. Option A sodium sulfide, option B copper disulfide, option C carbon disulfide, option D iron sulfide. The right answer is option C carbon disulfide. Fifth question, bakelite is dash. Options are same as polytetrafluoroethane, an inorganic polymer, same as thermoset phenol formaldehyde, and D not a polymer. The right answer is answer C, same as thermoset phenol formaldehyde. Next, sixth one, nylon 6 has as compared to nylon 6,6 is dash. Option A, harder. Option B, abrasion resistant. Option C, having higher melting point. And D, none of these. The right answer is answer D, none of these. Thank you.